What do you think of when you hear the words university library? Some of us may think of a dimly lit room tucked away in a far-off corner of the campus, with old oaken tables, etched deep with graffiti and stale bubble gum, and piled high with well-worn and dusty books. Well, perhaps university libraries were once like this, under-equipped, under-organized, and worst of all, underused. But this stereotype no longer holds true. So today let's look at a profile of a modern university library, the one at Western Kentucky University. Certainly this library is not underused. Over 250,000 people have taken advantage of its many resources in just the last 12 months. These 250,000 people include not only Western's 13,000 students and 550 faculty, but also members of the community and even visitors from all over the world. Most of these people come because they know that somewhere in the vast resources of the library is the information they're seeking. The visitors, on the other hand, come because they wish to study the unique way in which library resources are managed here. Of course, a modern university library will still have books, and this one has over 600,000 of them. It also has 3,300 magazine and journal subscriptions. But a modern library doesn't stop with books and magazines. Many rare, out-of-print, and expensive works can be stored on microform. By photographic reduction, a book of several hundred pages can be stored on a small 3x5 card. To retrieve microform material, a student merely inserts it into the appropriate machine, turns it on, and reads it. Newspapers can be preserved in this manner as well. For example, all 125 years of the New York Times can be stored in a few filing drawers when all these issues are reduced to microfilm. But even the addition of microform to a well-stocked library is not enough. The printed word is not the only way libraries have of storing and sharing information. Consequently, a modern library will also include many non-print resources. Audio records and cassettes and tapes allow students to hear the music that has contributed to our great musical heritage. These recordings can also preserve the voices and thoughts of great men, as well as great theatrical performances. A large audio collection can also provide the student with the unique opportunity to hear the sounds and voices of foreign and even primitive cultures. A modern library will store all of these resources in a media retrieval center. Western has equipped conventional study carrels with digital selectors and headphones. Thus, these audio resources are available to the student immediately at the mere touch of a button. Instructional telecasts and programs can also be stored here on video cassettes and shown on a monitor equipped with headphones. Photographic slide and audio tape productions can also be used at this media retrieval center. Instructors in increasing numbers are now integrating these media materials in their courses, and a modern university library gives a needed academic service by providing these audiovisual resources. Western also has a library devoted specifically to the sciences. This library contains most of the current scientific periodicals and scholarly journals in several different languages, as well as an extensive collection of scientific books. Western also has an Educational Resources Center, which supports the teacher education program. The center contains such diverse materials as approved textbooks, curriculum guides, film strips, transparencies, maps, globes, games, and kits. These materials can be used in support of all instruction from kindergarten through high school. Yet another example of library diversification is an elementary school instructional materials center. This center provides an ideal laboratory setting in an actual school environment. With such diverse and massive resources, how do the students ever locate the resources they need? They locate them by being trained to use the library. A modern university library works closely with its library science program to provide a required course in the use of the library to all incoming students. In this class, students are instructed by the library faculty in the Library of Congress classification scheme, the use of the periodical indices, basic reference tools, government documents, the card catalog, and the operation of the computer retrieval terminals. With this information, any student can enter with confidence the massive periodical area with its thousands of titles and countless indices and instantly retrieve the information he or she is seeking. The student can also master the principal bibliographic area, which houses the card catalog. This catalog has 2,260 trays filled with over 1.5 million cards. These cards contain references to every subject and listing of books, microforms, and films owned by the library. But this is not enough for a modern university library. Information on every resource in this library is stored on a computer and can be retrieved by typing 6 digits on the terminal keyboard. So a modern university library is more than just a small room tucked away in some corner of the campus. It is the living, breathing center of intellectual inquiry, as well as an academic service which a true university provides to its students, its faculty, and its community. A modern university library is more than a retreat for scholars. It is a symbol of the growth of man's knowledge and of his ability to organize this knowledge so that it can be shared by all who seek it.